it's Shauna Young, occupational therapist with Mountain Therapy Services. Today we're making our very own mirror box. Mirror therapy training has a really great body of evidence supporting its use for improving motor function, dexterity, and addressing neglect after a stroke. The evidence-based review of stroke rehab, the EBR-SR, is a really great resource you can find online. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can read more on various types of techniques, strategies, tools, orthotics, measures for addressing spasticity, perception, cognition, a number of topics. And you can read about the evidence there, what's supported in the evidence and what's not, so that you can really focus your efforts on best intervention to address your stroke rehab. So I'm not going to go into the science a lot on mirror therapy in this video, but I will make another video to take you through an example progression of exercises that's often used with mirror therapy. And so basically, mirror therapy is a way of sort of tricking the brain into perceiving movement of the affected side, movement that's successful, pain-free, and it's a way that helps build connectivity and sort of excite the neurons in the affected side for helping build those connections from brain to hand. And so you set up the mirror therapy box so that you can view your unaffected side in the mirror while your affected side is inside the box. And so there's a progression of exercises you can do that might simply start from just looking at your unaffected hand and arm in the mirror, and then building up from there with small movements based on how you tolerate mirror therapy, and then also what your affected side is able to do. So you could work towards doing some movements while your arm and hand is inside the box. So what you need for a mirror therapy box is a mirror that's large enough to view the hand and arm. A lot of mirror therapy boxes are kind of small, or 12 by 12 or so, and so you can't view much of the arm, but depending on your goals, you may need something a little larger. And today we're just talking about for the upper extremity, though mirror therapy training has been used for the lower extremity as well, and also originally was used more for phantom limb pain after amputation. And so I found a mirror that's 12 by 17, though I think that if it was taller, that would even be better, so I'm not viewing over the edge of the mirror therapy box. And so I chose an acrylic mirror to address the concern of if the mirror broke or if I were to cut myself accidentally on the mirror. And so I found one on Amazon that worked well. You want to get one that is fairly distortion free. And then I just found a box that was similar size. This one is just a Lowe's box, 16 by 12 by 12. It's slightly smaller, so I just shifted the mirror away from this edge that's against my torso. And so I'm going to show you how to cut it and attach it so you could have one on your own. They're fairly expensive sometimes, so it's nice to have an option that you can do by yourself. So let's get started. Okay, so here you can see I have a box. I'm going to go ahead and identify which side of the box I need to attach the mirror, so that I can keep track of what sides of the box I need to cut. So I'm going to use this side here, and so I, based on that, am going to put an X on the end of each box because I want to cut off these panels here, and I'm going to leave the opposite side opposite of the mirror. I'm going to leave that attached. So let's go ahead and cut these two panels off. I'm going to use a box cutter, but you could use scissors too. You're likely going to need a hand with that, and make sure you stay safe with those sharps. So now you can see I'm left with a box that looks like this. Now here's where I would go ahead and do another piece of tape right here. I forgot to grab my tape, but grab another piece of tape to put across this seam here to keep that nice and sturdy. Okay, so again, this is where I'm going to put my mirror. I'm going to use this side and the flaps to create a triangle. So I just need to roughly estimate how much of this flap I need to trim down so that I could keep this at a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to have this flap that's closest to the mirror be the flap that overlaps so I don't see as much of the box, the rough cut edge. So I'm going to go ahead and just see how much what I need to trim off. So about an inch here. Check. Okay, so that looks pretty good there. Now, if you want this to be able to fold, to be out of your way, you could use binder clips like this, or you could tape it at this point. Again, keeping this flap as the overlapping part here. Now is where I'm going to cut some Velcro pieces. I need to cut 4 pieces, 2 each of the hook and 2 each of the loop. And I'm going to be attaching my mirror to the box using these. Now these do have an adhesive on the back of the tape that I'm using. The mirror actually came with an adhesive back, but I'm going to try to save that in the event that this doesn't work out over time. I could still possibly use that as an option. Okay. So next, I'm going to put 2 pieces of the Velcro, the rough Velcro on the back of my mirror and spread them out. And then I'm going to attach the loop Velcro to each of those and then take the backs off here too. And then I'm going to attach the mirror to the box. I'm going to bias it towards the top edge. And if it's not perfect size, I'm going to bring the longer excessive edge over furthest from me where I'll be sitting. Okay. Now I've already taken the film off of the mirror. And then you can make any final adjustments you need to, again, creating adjustments in the binder clips, add in an additional tape where you need to, and there you have it. You have your mirror therapy box. Don't forget to check out the link below to learn more about the evidence on mirror therapy training. I hope you find success using a mirror therapy box, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day.